Today's cyber landscape is a masterclass in trust exploitation, poisoned NPM packages, boot-level vulnerabilities on millions of devices, and a police portal turned espionage weapon. Let's get into it. The JScrambler NPM package version 8.140 was compromised to deliver a Rust-based INFOSTEALER during installation. Any developer who ran npm install with that version potentially handed attackers their credentials and system data. This is a textbook supply chain attack. Your own build pipeline becomes the weapon. Critical vulnerabilities in U-Boot, the widely used open-source bootloader, allow attackers to bypass secure boot protections on millions of embedded and IoT devices. Secure Boot is supposed to be your last line of defense against persistent firmware implants. When the bootloader itself is broken, the entire trust chain collapses. Hackers weaponize the Balochistan police web portal as a watering hole, with multiple distinct threat groups using it to conduct espionage campaigns against visitors. This multi-actor exploitation of a single government portal signals serious, sustained interest in the targets who visit it. When law enforcement infrastructure becomes a trap, the irony is as dangerous as the attack. The JScrambler incident is a stark reminder that the NPM ecosystem remains a high-value target for adversaries. Developers should verify package checksums, monitor for unexpected new releases, and use lock files religiously. One compromised package in your pipeline can cascade into a full organizational breach. U-Boot powers an enormous range of hardware, from consumer routers to industrial control systems and Android devices. The critical bugs identified mean that a huge swath of the global device ecosystem may be running with compromised boot integrity. Vendors need to push patches urgently, and users should watch for firmware updates. The fact that multiple hacking groups independently chose the same Balochistan police portal as an attack vector suggests the target demographic, likely government officials and law enforcement personnel, is of broad geopolitical interest. Watering hole attacks are particularly insidious because victims do nothing wrong. They simply visit a site they trust. The choice of Rust for the INFOSTEALER payload in the JScrambler attack is deliberate. Rust binaries are harder to analyze and often slip past signature-based detection tools. Developer machines are gold mines for attackers, holding source code, API keys, cloud credentials, and SSH keys. Compromising a developer is often more valuable than compromising an end user. A successful secure boot bypassed via the U-Boot vulnerabilities means an attacker could implant malicious code that survives operating system reinstalls and factory resets. This level of persistence is the holy grail for nation-state actors and sophisticated cybercriminals alike. Patching at the firmware level is notoriously slow, making this a long-tail risk. The Balochistan police portal attacks a growing trend of adversaries targeting government and law enforcement web infrastructure as pivot points for intelligence collection. Visitors to official portals often lower their guard precisely because they expect those sites to be safe. Security teams managing government web properties must treat them as high-value targets requiring continuous monitoring. The JScrambler attack likely leveraged npm's post-install script mechanism, which automatically executes code the moment a package is installed, no user interaction required. This makes malicious packages extraordinarily effective as attack vectors in CI/CD pipelines. Organizations should audit which packages have install scripts and consider blocking or sandboxing them by default. That's your daily cyber brief. 3 stories, 10 angles, 0 fluff. Subscribe so you never miss an episode, and check out MonMyIP to keep tabs on your own exposure. Stay sharp out there.